I had the distinct opportunity to meet a gentleman who sold high-end luxury vehicles. We were having a great conversation and a million questions ran through my mind. I wanted to know, what is it like to sell a vehicle to a person who has the ability to buy any car they wanted? We're not talking about your average Joe Blow. We're talking about cars that are in excess of $120,000 each. You're not really financing cars like that. Those are cars that you pay for in cash. So he began to tell me that really he's not a salesperson, he's really a tail person. So he really just is telling the customer about the car. The things that they need on the car or want on the car are made available in one particular way or another. How long does it take for them to get the custom color, or to get it in this particular model, or to get it in that? And so it's really a matter of him not being a salesperson, but more of a concierge. So as I began to talk and we began to dialogue, I had one question in mind. I'm like, well, if all the cars sell themselves and most of the people that come through, 99%, have the capacity to buy any car that they want, what is the single most difficult car to sell? He said, Brian, you'll be surprised. In fact, it'll probably be a car that you wouldn't think of. He said, it's actually the Ferraris. I said, why? He said, well, the new Ferraris had to make some adjustments to the engine in order to meet certain EPA standards. And in doing so, the cars look the same, but they don't sound the same. And the Ferraris, they've always had a signature sound. And he said the reason why people don't want the new Ferraris is because they don't sound like the traditional Ferrari vehicle. And it made me wonder, it made me think, I'm like, how could a company that powerful not realize what their secret sauce was? It's not necessarily the sleekness, and that's important. It's not necessarily the speed, and that's important. It's not necessarily about the engine being in the back and you can see the engine. What really made customers go crazy was the sound, the signature sound that the Ferraris had. And this made me think, how many other businesses or business people don't know their signature sound? You don't even know what your secret sauce is. Do you remember years ago, there was this thing called the New Coke? And New Coke came out and they forgot to do one thing, which is check with the people who already love Coke to see if they like the New Coke. Well, needless to say, the New Coke was a bomb. And they had to come back with, guess what? The classic Coke. And so this is one of those telltale signs in business where a person is not aware of what their secret sauce is, their signature sound is. Do you know, as a business person, what it is that customers really love about what you do? If you don't, you better find out. So my question to you is simple. What is your signature sound? My name is Brian Keith. Thank you for listening.